All right, we are continuing the classwork. We are on number 13, and this is going to be an inverse variation problem. So it tells us y varies inversely as x. Y varies inversely as x. So we're going to have to use inverse variation for this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down my inverse formula, y equals k over x. And then it's going to give us our initial information. It tells us if y equals 8, when x equals 2, then find out what y is when x equals 4. Now, if y is 8, then I can replace y with an 8 over here. And I don't know what k is, so I'm going to keep that as k. In the denominator of the fraction, I'm going to have x. It tells me that x is 2. So I'm going to put a 2 where x is. So now to figure out what k is, I need to get k by itself here on the right side, which means I need to get rid of the 2 in the denominator. Well, since I'm dividing by 2, I need to do the opposite to both sides, which is to multiply by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides. When I do that, the 2's on the right side are going to cancel out, leaving me with a k. On the left side, I have 2 times 8, which is going to give me 16. So now I know what k is, and that's going to help me in the second half of the problem. So in the second half of the problem, it tells me to find out what y is when x equals 4. That's going to be new information to us because in the last half of the problem, it told us that y is 8 and x equals 2. So I'm going to use that same formula that we used before, but I'm going to put in the new information. So it tells us to find y. We don't know what y is. It tells us that x is going to be 4, so I'm going to let x be 4. But then we figured out what k is from the last half of the problem. K is 16, so I'm going to put 16 in the numerator. Now I have y equals 16 divided by 4, which is going to give me 4. And that's going to be our answer.